Okay guys, good morning. It's Wednesday morning and we're back at it. You know, we're back out here in the grind. Looked like it was going to kind of rain a little bit, but they're not calling for rain. They're calling for like 10% chance. 10% ain't enough to stop Ray Ray. So I got a couple things I want to talk about today. Yeah, I'll have to get woke up first. It's 8 o'clock. I'm pulling out. Y'all see the Milwaukee hedge trimmers back there, the one-handed, the M12. So we'll be using them today. Yeah. So basically we're gonna be doing this. We're taking the man lift over to one of my customers, and I'm gonna either me or Zach. I might just let Zach do it, man, because I don't really feel like doing nothing, man. And that's, you know, sometimes it be like that, but I might, you know, get to moving pretty good by the time I get over there, man. But right now I'm kind of just like, ugh. So y'all saw yesterday I got the concrete slab poured, and boy, they did a great job, man. They really did. They're coming back either today or tomorrow to cut the joints, you know, with the saw. They said that they could do it either way, but I already knew from just doing a little research on concrete pours that cutting the expansion joints in was better than you know, doing it with the tool while it hadn't set yet. So they're going to be doing that today or tomorrow. It doesn't matter. Those guys did a solid job. So much so that I told them to save all the forms and stuff and leave them up there, because we're gonna extend the driveway over too. So I'm stoked about having that slab up there. That just makes my day. So I got quite a few things going on. Quite a few. Yeah. So yesterday, after I got off work and I got in and everything, about 5 o'clock yesterday afternoon, I got a call from one of the customers over there at Grover Road, where we cut the 14 acres on Sunday. So the people that own that property there, they sold it. And they sold it to the people that own the property on the very end, which is 50-acre site. I have cut that 50 acres before when those people first bought it, but I haven't cut it recent. So the 14-acre site people, I didn't know they were selling. And they did not want to sell, but the great big house at the end, and I'll put an image up here of it. The big house at the end, they made them an offer they couldn't refuse. They've been trying to buy that property off of my customer for about 4 or 5 years. And my customer said, well, he didn't want to sell. Finally, I guess they came on in like they're supposed to, because my customer called me, the owner of the 14 acres, and told me they made an offer I could not refuse, so I had to take it, you know. So apparently the people that own this lot here, it's a compound, it's just, we're talking about really deep pockets, y'all. We're talking about people that well, I don't even know exactly who owns it or what. It's some production company or something, but you never know. It could be anybody. It could be an actor or a musician. It could be anybody. So, and this might not make a lot of sense. I'll try to fix it up in the editing. So the property manager for the one on the end, the big 50 acre estate there, is right next to the 14 acres that I cut. So the property manager there called me, and she wants me to take over that property. You know, and she wants to do everything. Now, like I said, me and the other property manager there that had that property to begin with, me and him had a problem with each other because, well, he was young and he didn't really know, he didn't really know anything about, expectations or dealing with contractors. And if you go back probably a year or two, when I first started doing YouTube, I probably am talking about him. Maybe I'll put a link up if I can figure out how to do that. So yeah, so at the end of the day, excuse me. So at the end of the day, that's a property that, well, I don't know that I can even do it, y'all. See, I don't know. And if I don't do that one, then I'm going to lose the 14-acre site too. Which, the 14-acre site that we cut on Sunday, I probably cut it about, I don't know, 6 or 7 times a year, at $700. So that's $4,000, $4,500, give or take, that I won't be getting, in the business grand scheme of things. But I tell you, the manager, I talked to her for a long time yesterday afternoon, and see, the people that own the property, they're out of the country, and they won't be back until the end of the month. And apparently the property manager there has been slipping, and we're gonna see, because what I have found, y'all, when you're dealing with these property managers and stuff, a lot of times, see, they get a budget, and anything they can save on that budget, they get to keep, or they get a piece of the pie at the end of the year. Well, you saved us, $30,000, so we're gonna give you a $10,000 bonus. They got a certain amount of money that usually, not all the time, but usually they got a certain amount, the property owner's got a certain amount of money they need to work with to maintain a property like that. And they have not been doing that, right? They have not been, it's very difficult to find somebody that can cut, 40 acres of grass, 35 to 40 acres of grass, maintain, y'all see, all these bushes and stuff, and be able to do it, I don't care how big of an outfit you are. This place makes an apartment complex look like a damn, miniature, and I don't know for sure, but my thinking is this time of year, it's going to be super hard for her to find anybody. She's certainly not going to find anybody that knows the 50-acre property like I do, because I've cut it about 4 or 5 times. And I did a lot of work over there when I first got to skid steer. A lot of work, until me and the other property manager, we had a problem because, well, he made me chase my money. And I finally got irritated with him. I said, dude, he was like 23 years old or something. He was young to be in the position that he was in. And he thought that, well, I'll just get on the tractor that we got here and I'll cut this 50 acres to save money. See, so he could, make himself more valuable to the owners. Well, long story short, he couldn't do that. And me and him got into a verbal altercation about my money and about me chasing my money. And I finally just told him, look, man, I'm paying you to cut this multi-million-dollar property when I got to keep coming over here to get my money. You want a good deal, you want this, you want that, you want this, you want that. You squeezing me too hard for a property like this. And I'm, at the end of the day, when I got to come over here 2 or 3 times to get a $1,500 check from you, it's a problem for me. I'm not, and so I said, you just want me to pay you to cut the property? Is that what you want to do? And so when I told him that, he got an attitude, and he made sure that I didn't come back out there. Cool. I was cool with it because I was tired of him playing games with the money anyway. And he was minimizing what it took to cut 50 acres of well, it's 50 acre site, it's about 35 acres of grass, fields and stuff. And then you got about an acre or so, acre and a half of manicured zoysia grass. It is a crazy extravagant property, right? And just think, they bought the one next door to the 14-acre site that y'all see. They bought it straight out cash money. That's what the owner told me last night. So, am I ready to take on a property like that? Here I am. I got, you know, I'm a realist. Here I am. I got 2 mowers going in the shop. I got, you know, I have labor issues, you know, though I haven't had labor issues lately. Is there a way that I can maneuver things around, hire other people, or do whatever to get this, to do this property? What do y'all think? And I know it's way out. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if and they want it, she wants it all done by the end of the month for when they come back into town, so the people that are the owners don't see how slack they've been. But in order to make that happen, well, it's a 2 full days with 4 mowers running to cut it. It is. I don't think that I just don't think that I'm capable of doing it. And then, well, Ray, you better go buy some more mowers. You can't buy the mowers, y'all. The mowers are not available. I'm not going to buy a Laser Z, you know, 60-inch mower with a 24 horsepower engine on it. I'm not going to do that, you know. And if they're available, like the E series or the S series, nothing wrong with those mowers. But if I'm taking on cuts like I got, then I can't do that, man. I just can't. I need top mowers. So, and I'll tell you what, if this type of customer and this type of property would be perfect for one of those great big $40 or $50 or $60,000, you know, 96-inch Exmark diesel mowers. It would be perfect for that. Because what other way is a landscaper like me that cuts lawns going to be able to take on that property and still be able to do the lawns that we do? You got to ask yourself that. Am I going to be able to take on, you know, it will be the equivalent of somebody dropping, you know, 30 customers in my lap and expect me to, you know, yeah. So, I don't know, man. I'm thinking about it. Maybe I'll go to her, and I mean, I wouldn't mind doing just the big cut, the big field cuts, because I can, you know, I don't really want to do the manicuring part, because the manicuring part is going to be time consuming as hell and labor intensive because of all that they are, and it's way out right now. I may have to hire some day labor to come over there and help me for about a week. But man, I might be able to make enough money in the cleanup over there to buy another lawnmower. Just saying. I'm just saying. Anyway, I'll kick back. Okay, y'all. So we over here at this job. We're starting here. We're gonna get that. We're gonna trim all these. We're gonna trim this tree up. I got Katie working in that bed right there. That's gonna be kind of her job for the day, is to get that bed high and tight, whatever means necessary. We got to cut this right here down the side of the driveway too. Man, I might be able to back the man lift up right here and get a lot of this right here. We're gonna trim all this stuff back a little bit. Try to get a little grass to grow in here. She wants us to take down all this stuff, but I might be able to get some of this with a lawnmower over here, for real. And we definitely gotta take our time though, because we're gonna run out of stuff. We'll round this one up. I may let Zach do some of that. I'm gonna get the
my handsaw, and I'm gonna come in here underneath here. We're gonna pick the canopy up on this a little bit, right? These just gonna level them off and cut them off the thing. But these right here, we're gonna round them, both of them. Okay. Right here, we're gonna just trim these back, and since I gotta have the man lift right here, how much more effort would it be for me to get right here with it? Not hard. That crepe myrtle right there, we're gonna cut it off about 4 foot off the ground. Got a privet up in there we're gonna cut out, but we're really not doing a lot over here. So this area right here is really what we're focused on. So, and we're not doing any mulch, any rock, or any kind of ground covering. So yeah. Okay, y'all, so y'all see we got that done, we got that done, we got all this done. We still got to cut this wall right here. Zach's gonna do that. Yeah, I'm going to get pine straw. Everything's looking pretty good. We're moving right along. It's 11 o'clock, so it's we're starting to get some time in over here now.
Okay, guys, so we're about a little more than halfway done with that job. We've been over there a couple of hours, and we're moving mountains over there. A few things that we're gonna do that's got added on to that. I'm gonna buy some pine straw, but first thing I gotta do is I gotta get this mower to the shop, because I won't have time to get this mower to the shop for the rest of the week. What was the other thing? So I'm kind of on the fence about that big 50-acre cut. I don't know that I'm gonna be able to do it, y'all. I'm gonna be honest, man. I just don't. Well, I'm just not, you know, I'm just not I'm not ready for it, man. I'm not at a point where I can take that on and it makes sense. You know, I mean, I got 2 lawnmowers in the shop. I mean, that should tell you right there that, man, Ray, are you really ready to take on something like that? You got to be real with yourself. You don't want to burn no bridges. You know, I think what I'm going to do, and I don't know if I've said earlier or not, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually call her, and I'm going to tell her that, you know, that we might be able to do the cleanup over there to get it in shape for when the owners come at the end of the month. And we'll do that, and then we'll kind of see what the expectations are before we commit to anything more than that. I don't think that I'm going to be able to do it though. Not both. I don't even want to do the manicure part on the regular. I don't even want to. They need to hire just one of the lawn companies, local lawn companies. It's not me. One of the bigger outfits to do the regular maintenance. I had rather just cut the 50 acres once a month, or well, not 50 acres, the 34 acres or whatever it is once a month or something like that. See, I think, and I don't know for sure, I think it's going to be hard for them to find somebody to do both. But, you know, they got deep pockets, so they got really deep pockets, so. But it's mandatory I drop this mower off. I got to get this Exmark in the shop, man. I hope the mechanic's here so I can talk to him. Because that'll be 2 mowers I got in the shop down here. I just ain't sure that I'm going to be able to deal with that big property at the end of the day, man. I just don't know that I'm going to be able to do it. The silver lining is, if you will, is, well, I can do the cleanup and maybe cut the fields once or twice between now and the end of the season, right? Make good money at it, learn what they expect, and then decide if I want to continue doing that for next season. I'm not going to drop a bunch of my lawn customers to do that, because I'm not going to put all my eggs in that basket, man. But that just wouldn't be a smart move, man. You know, and the price of these lawnmowers, well, that makes it where, man, I guarantee you a brand new Exmark Laser Z X Series for 20 grand or whatever, it ain't gonna cut no more grass than the Laser Z X Series that I got. It ain't gonna cut no more grass, you know. We're gonna go the engine route. We're gonna try to get through this season. We're gonna see what's wrong with this Exmark right here with the throttle or whatever. It's not the throttle cable. It is something other than a throttle cable. And if they can just patch it up until we get to damn October, then I'm gonna go ahead and order engines for both of those mowers. Because I think that I can get, if I put a new engine on both of them lawnmowers, I think I can get 2 more seasons out of them. And some of you might think I'm crazy for thinking that, but I think I can. Because when you buy a top mower, and the Exmark Laser Z X Series is their top of the line mower. That's their best mower they make. They don't build them any better. And the same way with the Skag Turf Tiger. If you once you got the mower and you pay that initial price, well, that mower might last you forever. I mean, it might, if you take care of it. These freaking hydro pumps, man, they don't never have no problem. I ain't never had a problem with a hydro pump or drive motor on any Exmark mower I've ever had. Not ever. I bought one time that had a drive motor issue, and I replaced the drive motor on it. But I bought it like that for the cheap. I don't know, man, you know. But what company, y'all tell me, you guys that have a lot more experience in this than me, you guys tell me what type of company is going to cut that 50-acre site in July to maintain it from this point on. See, I mean, I don't even know who would have time. When I'm thinking of, and they're going to be expensive as all get out too, you know. So since we know it's all about the contacts, right? We know that being in business for yourself in this game that we're in, it's all about who you know, right? So I wonder if there's a way that I could actually subcontract a lot of that work out and then pull something off the top. Because see, the general manager, the property manager, she doesn't know anything about it. She's wanting to hire somebody just to take care of it. Now, whether they physically take care of it themselves or they sub it out to another company, it doesn't matter to her as long as the money is what it's supposed to be. Shit. If I could make damn 10 grand a year and not have to cut an air piece of grass, that'd be good too. You never know, you know. Just to kind of be the middleman, because they really need to hire somebody that knows a lot about grass and maintenance schedules and stuff. Because the property manager that I talked to yesterday, she don't know anything about none of that. None of it. But I just remember the headache I had dealing with the other property manager years ago, and that's why that's one of the reasons why I'm not, you know, falling over myself trying to get the property. And then I got all these other things going on too, you know. You're gonna have to have mandatory labor over there, whether you're cutting it or maintaining it. The bushes and all that, oh my God, dude, they are far and deep. I don't have enough people on staff to even do those bushes. I mean, we're doing this little bitty job right here. It's tiny, and you know, it's gonna take us, you know, 6 hours. You get over there, you could literally spend 3 days doing the bushes with 3 or 4 people. And you could literally spend 3 or 4 days cutting the grass with 3 or 4 people. So what type of landscaper would do that property? What type of landscaper, y'all, is going to cut 35 to 40 acres, 2 acres of interior grass, manicured grass, and do all the bushes on the regular? What type of landscaper is going to do that? I'm open, man. Y'all, I'm curious. I'm trying to learn here. Well, Ray, they could call a company. Well, I don't know what company. I don't know. I know all the companies around here, and I don't know any of them that is even going to want to take that on. And it becomes not just about money. It becomes about the availability of the equipment. Because you can't buy equipment, no matter how much money you got. I'm telling you, they're in a pickle over there, and they just bought another one. I was all excited yesterday when I was talking to her, but then she threw this out here. So she tells me on the yard that the 14 acres that we cut on Sunday, y'all know, y'all been over there 100 times. On that property, they just bought it. On that property, she said that the owner, which I knew it too, the owner cuts that interior grass, the manicured lawn, every 4 days. There ain't no freaking way you gonna get a landscaper over there every 4 days to cut that interior lawn. He has set a really high standard there. Really high. Ain't no way, man. I don't know of any landscaper that's gonna cut a yard. What they need to do is they need to buy all the equipment, and then they need to hire a staff to maintain the property. Not somebody like me that's on the outside. But see, I know that if they went that route, that they would not be able to get the equipment that they need, because they're not available. You can't even find a 72-inch mower. A tractor with a bush hog, well, that would be the route to go. But you got to have somebody that knows a little bit about tractors and a little bit about how to fix stuff, because those things, you know, they require a lot of maintenance. Some great big bush hogs, you know. I don't know, man. I might try to go over there tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be a light day, so I may try to go over there tomorrow and meet with her and kind of see what she's thinking. Though I have cut the property, and I have an advantage over anybody else. I have cut the property probably 5 or 6 times. The whole 45 acres, 35 acres of grass. And I've even cut the interior part too. But see, they didn't want to spend no money. And I refused to do the bushes and everything. It's almost like, my thinking is that they're going to come out better if they just buy a landscape company to do it, man. They're buying properties, you know, left and right. They just bought a $2 million property right there, probably. They probably spent $2 million or more. All right, y'all, I dropped it off. He says it's just a spring on that one. So, but we're gonna go on and order an engine for it. So when the engine come in, I got one. So, and that's the, I think it's the FX921 or something like that. So we're gonna order an engine for that one. Because like the mechanic said, once they get about 2,000 hours on that particular Cowie engine, you start having problems with it. Not all the time, but with the price of the new machines, well, and the availability of the new machines, it's a no-brainer. And like he said, you know, of course he'd like to sell me a new machine. But at the end of the day, he knows what I know. That once you got the main mower, the top of the line mower, whether it's a Skag or an Exmark or whatever, and you got their top mower with all the big pumps and the big block and the big everything, then he said that he never has an X series come back with drive motor issues, you know, where the hydros go out, the belts break and that kind of thing. But he said they never go out. He said he rarely does that ever happen. That's what he said. He said some of the machines have 2 engines on them, 3 engines on them, and he never has had to do any hydraulic work to them.
Okay guys, so we're done over here, and y'all can see, and now she's loving it. This looks really good right here. Katie did a great job here. We got everything looking nice and neat. Yeah, it looks all good, man. And you could have never got $700 without the man lift. Never. Y'all see me using that Kia, so it looks really, really, really good. And that's the kind of stuff that you can get when you stay in business a long time and the customer knows you. So she's over the hill about it.